Hey guys, what is up? RedPandaMining here. How you guys all doing? I hope you're all doing really well and having a really great day. In this video, I'm going to be building a mining rig, but not in a normal way. Usually I do it in like Veta frames or in a server case like this or in other server cases like this, but I am going to be building the mining rig into the shelf itself, okay? So this is a shelf I got from Costco, and I know these are really popular. I know there's some people who buy these shelves on Amazon as well, so link down below to see what I'm talking about. So there's a number of things I want to do in this video and talk about as well, is try to get Nvidia cards to work on a RedTech board. And RedTech sent me 2 more just to test out, as I've been hearing recently some people, depending on what model they have or BIOS or revision of the RedTech board, apparently there's been different revisions, is that Nvidia cards can work or not work. And you guys know that I had an issue with the last RedTech board, this one right here, that I was not able to get the 30 series cards to work. But there's plenty of other people that have been able to get them to work. So I'm going to be trying that out in this video. As you guys can see, I have the 5700 MSI mechs on this RedTech board, and it's been working just great. But also, another thing I want to do in this video, which is the main headliner, is Chump Change has a GPU riser kit here that he just sent me, and I am really excited to hang my GPUs off the wire shelf here. As you guys can see earlier, I put this little clip there that essentially holds a GPU, which I will need to screw in the GPU I/O bracket right there. Okay, so you guys can see the hole that's corresponding to there is going to go into the GPU right there, and then the little 2 notches there at the bottom for the PCIe is going to go onto this part. So there you go. That's how it holds it up onto this clip. So yeah, this idea came from good old Great Baldini. Thank you so much, man. And Chump Change is the one who has 3D printed all this stuff here, and he's also selling it as a kit. So if you guys are interested in buying this GPU hanger kit for about, I think, $45 including shipping, come join the Discord, and I will have it linked down below, and as well as subscribe to Chump Change XD. He is an awesome YouTuber and also has a video reviewing this stuff as well, but essentially I'm going to be reviewing it as well. So Chump Change, thank you so much, my friend. And also Pocket Change, thank you as well. You wrote me a long note here. It's really a tearjerker. I can't read it out to you guys, so thank you so much, Pocket Change. And then Chump Change also sent me an H110 Pro motherboard. I'm not sure why. And he also sent me a Game Changer board. This is the parallel miner. You guys can see here, this is really popular recently. I've been seeing out online. So I'll have a review of this later on, but I'm not going to be utilizing this in this video because this one has the 24 pin, and these RedTech boards don't require the 24 pin. But you can still use these Game Changer boards without using the 24 pin. Anyways, RedTech also sent me 2 RedTech boards, which we will try to test out in this video. Just one of them, so I can see if I can get my 3060 here, and a brand new RTX 3070. This is a Zotac Twin Edge OC version. So we're gonna hang them up here and see if it will work on this board, and we're gonna go into the BIOS and try to change some settings just to see if we can get these 30 series cards to show up in Hive OS, as some people have been able to do. Okay, so guys, first thing I'm gonna do first is get this whole RedTech board set up with a power supply, which I'm gonna be using the RedTech version power supply. So they also sent me this 1600 watt power supply, which is quite massive. You can see here, it kind of looks like one of those Bitmain power supplies, except this looks quite long in comparison. And this will work only on 240 volt, okay? So just for anyone that was wanting to buy this power supply from RedTech on their website, just be mindful that this only runs on 240 and not 120. So I'm gonna set that up now over to the shelf here, get the motherboard, just get the base all set up, and then I'm also going to hang this 3060 up at the top here with Chump Change's GPU hanger kit, okay? So really excited. Good stuff. Okay, so guys, I'll be right back. Look at that. I've never done this before. I've hung GPUs with like a zap strap from like a wire shelf. Actually, I do have my old school wire shelf back when I had 12 1060s on this Amazon Basic shelf. I had 6 at the top and 6 at the bottom, but I used zap straps in order to hang the GPUs. With this method from Chump Change, Great Baldini, look at this. This is sick. I love this. This is so cool. Okay guys, anyways, I got some things up now, all right? I got the RevTech powered on with the RevTech power supply, which is 1600 watts, which is just massive. But I wanted to show you guys. So the issue regarding my Nvidia cards, I believe I needed to disable the Radeon Dual Graphics card, okay? So on their website, they specify to disable this, not enable it. And so I think that's why I had an issue with my RevTech board. So now I hope that my 3060 will show up, or maybe hopefully the 3070 as well on the board, okay? So I'm gonna hit enter and gonna save it, and we're gonna boot into Hive OS and just see if it shows up first, all right, before I plug in the 3060. Give me one sec. Okay, it's booting in Hive OS. Okay, it shows up in Hive OS, no problem. You guys can see the specs there. I'm on the latest Hive OS version, but now I want to update the Nvidia driver. So I am already remoted into it with PuTTY, and I did the Nvidia-driver-update space-list just to see which version I can upgrade to. So I am wanting just to go to the latest version, I guess, for the 3060, hopefully. So I'm gonna do the 460.67. So I already entered that in, and let's hit enter. So I'm gonna let that go, and then I'm gonna plug in the 3060 and we'll see what happens. Okay, just confirming, yeah, the driver installed just fine, 460.67. Okay, guys, now we are going to shut it down. So I'm gonna do that right now. There's a power button on this RevTech. And yeah, it looks like it just shut down. Okay, now I am going to plug in the graphic card power. So it has a single 8-pin for the power, and I'll need to plug in a 6-pin for the riser. So just to show you guys, this is how the GPU clip, the hanger, that Chump Change has created for me here. So you guys can see that how it goes in there, and then on the other side you can see how it is screwed in by one screw, and then looking at the top here, that's how it clips into this wire shelf. Okay, so really intuitive, really awesome. I love this, I love it. Also, the GPU kit that Chump Change made also comes with some clips that you can put onto to basically mount your motherboard or power supply. There are different clips as well for the motherboard standoffs, and also a couple for if you have ATX power supplies, you can screw it into them as well. I can show you what I mean right here. So here is like a motherboard standoff, and then you can see here, this will just push right into the rack, and this one here is for if you want to screw anything in. Okay, so really awesome stuff. Okay, I have the 3060 all plugged in, all powered up. Let's go ahead and turn on the power supply. And there's no power button on this thing, so I just have to plug it in, and then everything essentially turns on. Okay, looks like the GPU is on. Looking good. Okay, let's see if anything comes up on the screen here. And okay, nothing's coming up. So I wonder if it's gonna boot into Hive OS or not. So this is not a good sign. Normally something should come up on the screen, because as you guys know, we were able to go into Hive OS without the 3060. Okay, so let me just go check the computer. Yeah, nothing comes up. It's been on for about, I gave it like another 5 minutes, and nothing has booted into Hive OS. It's not even showing online, it's still showing offline. So okay, so we are gonna try a lot of different things here to see how we can get this Nvidia card to work. So I'm gonna turn it off first. Okay, so yeah, looks like it's off now, and the fan, yeah, okay, so now I'm going to just unplug the GPU, or the USB that goes in. So now I wanna see if it boots without it, just to verify. All right, so I just turned it back on, the RevTech board. Let's see if anything comes up on the screen. And yes, okay, so it's back on. All right, so what I want to try, and this is something I learned from HashRaptor, he said his buddy was able to, before, or I guess as he turned it on, he also like hot swapped it in, plugged in the USB cable as it was like, I think, turning on at the same time. So yeah, it looks like, okay, so it's booting just fine into Hive OS. So let's just try that. I'm gonna, once it's booted in, I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, so it's in Hive OS, gonna turn it off now. All right, it's shut down. Okay, I got to put my camera down for this one. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, we're gonna turn it on at the same time, and I'm gonna do like a 1 second, I'm gonna plug it in at the same time. Here we go. So turn on, and now I'm gonna hot swap it in. Okay, the USB is in. And yeah, okay, so yeah, it still doesn't show the 3060. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I want to see if Hive OS Web GUI will see anything. Give me a sec. Okay, yeah, the GPU doesn't show up here. And the GPU does not show up here as well. Huh, alright, well, let's try another way. Man, I'm so confused. How did other people get their 3060 or TIs to work? I have a 3060, it's a non-TI. Maybe that's an issue? I don't know. Interesting. Alright, I'm gonna turn this off. Okay, let me think here. What else could I try? What else could we try here? You know what? I'm gonna go get one of the 5700s, the AMD cards. I'm gonna boot it in with just this one, and then we're gonna try to add the 3060 at the same time. Okay, so give me a sec. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? That is so cool. I have 2 GPUs hanging right now. Okay, guys, there's actually one thing I wanted to try before I plug in the AMD card, and that is not having the this monitor plugged in. So I took out the HDMI, I took out the 2 USBs. I just want to power it on with just the GPU, just the 3060. I want to see if that will do anything. Okay, so we'll see if it actually goes into Hive OS or not. Okay, so it just turned on. All right, okay, it's turning on. So we'll see if we can see it in the web GUI. No way, no way, it actually worked. Taking out the monitor and the keyboard, it's booted up and it shows the 3060. Holy crap, that's actually, wow, that's actually amazing. I did not think that would work. Okay, wow, I'm shocked. I'm shocked, guys. I guess having the monitor really screwed it up, I guess. You know, disabling in the BIOS the AMD graphics, so that must have did something, and then having the monitor in must have, okay, so I think that's why it didn't work on my other RedTech board here, because I did have a monitor plugged in and I didn't try with the monitor out. So that could have been the problem on this one as well. When I was trying the 3060 and the 2080 on this guy, the Nvidia cards wouldn't work on this. So, okay, guys, well, there we go. I think I figured it out. So basically, if you have an external monitor or something plugged in, I took out the keyboard as well. I don't think the keyboard would have that big an effect, but maybe. It looks like it's good now, guys. Let me just get it hashing first, and let me just see if it just works with just the 3060. Give me a sec. Okay, it is mining just fine. You can see, unfortunately, if we're doing Ethereum, we're only getting 22 mega hash, and this is in Hive OS. So I don't have it on a 16x slot. As you guys know, it's on a riser. And I just looked at trying to put in the HDMI, the dummy plug. But obviously, another thing that's wrong is that we're not able to put in the developer driver, the 470, which is only on Windows right now. There is no Linux version that we can use for the 3060, and you guys can see here, I tried to fit the dummy plug, but the GPU bracket is blocking the HDMI port specifically, unfortunately, so I know that's not going to work anyway, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, it's mining just fine. Oh my goodness, that is actually awesome. I'm actually really happy to get this 3060 going. So I think that's it. All we need to do really to get Nvidia cards going is to disable in that BIOS that we saw earlier in the beginning of the video, AMD Vega graphics or something. Just disable that, and then make sure you have no monitor plugged in or keyboard or whatever, and it should ultimately boot into Hive OS, and that should be fine for Nvidia cards. Okay guys, well, that looks good. I'm gonna plug in a 5700 just to see if both will work on Hive OS. Give me a sec. Success. There you go. 25 on the 3060 and 51 on the 5700. That one is It looks like it needs to be BIOS modded. I think the main thing is because I'm using Phoenix Miner, and since I have these Nvidia and AMD together, I have to basically separate the miners. I can do Team Red Miner on the 5700, then I can get 56 mega hash, but then the 3060 I'll need to keep on T-Rex miner. So I will do that later. But anyways, look at that, guys. You can see, looks pretty good. Those are the drivers that I'm using, 460.67. And yeah, it's working. It's working. I am very, very happy. This RevTech, it works with Nvidia cards, and specifically the 30 series cards, no problem. As you guys can see, I had it mining, and it's good. Guys, I think that's it. This video might be way too long already. I was gonna put a 3070 on it as well. You know what? Let me just quickly do that. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Man, this Zotac 3070 is actually really beefy compared to the 3060. It's a lot smaller compared to that. Look at that. Look at that. That's actually pretty nice. It's a twin edge version as well, 3070. Okay, guys, there you go. I got 3 GPUs working on the RevTech board in all of its glory. It's not on a Veta frame. It's not on a server case. It's on a shelf with good old chump change GPU hangers. Really, really awesome, guys. I love it. I would highly recommend this kit for anyone that is interested in hanging their GPUs instead of using typical mining frames and such. So this pack comes with 6 of these hangers and a bunch of, I don't know how many of these, but link in the description below to Chump Change XD's Discord, and he has all the information there of what the kit consists of. So if you want more than 6 GPUs, you'll need to probably buy 2 kits so that you could have more than 6 GPUs. If you were to hang, I don't know, maybe 12. Oh man, that would be so cool if I could hang 12 GPUs under this rack here. That would be really sick. So yeah, man, guys, I'm really happy that this works. Oh, you probably want to see the hash rate for the 3070. Let's just see here. Yeah, we are getting 61 mega hash on that RTX 3070. So yeah, that's doing pretty good. Let me just refresh it here. And yeah, it's good. It's doing good. The RevTech board is handling the 3070 no problem, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. This is really cool. Oh, I want to give you guys an update of the RevTech power supply. So I'm not really fond of it. There are some drawbacks to this power supply, and that is that this power supply has all 6 pins, all right? There's no 8 pin or anything, so you would still need to, you would need to use adapters, like 6 pin to 8 pin adapters, because all of my GPUs here use 8 pin. So you can see here, some of them I had to split off, but I'm not using the other 6 pin just to be safe in terms of power consumption. And I'm using 2 different strands for the 3070 because essentially, as we know, 6 pin only handles up to like 75 watts. So I was kind of weary of using this versus typical power supplies that have the 8 pin capacity. I'm not sure, maybe the server power supplies have a bit more power throughput versus regular 6 pin, but you guys can let me know about that. But I think it's working just fine though. I'm just not fond of the 6 pin stuff that's on this one. But hey, it's not like the other HP server power supplies, as you guys know, like this one here, the typical HP server PSU, and then coupled with one of these guys, all right? The ZSX, the game changer board from Parallel Miner. Oh, Chump Change, thank you so much for sending me this, man. I cannot wait to try this out. I don't know what build I'm gonna be able to try this out. I guess I could have tried it out on this, but maybe I'll do it on a different build. This is really cool. I do have some more GPUs coming, so I will add another 3 to this rack. I may take out the 5700 and just do all Nvidia cards on this one, but I'll let you guys know in another video. Okay guys, well that's it. Please let me know your thoughts about the hangers, the RevTech board, the Nvidia cards that I was able to get working, and how I have this all set up on the rack here. But yeah, I think this looks really cool. Anyways, my friends, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, and peace out.